This is what you would see if it wasn't for the hard-working volunteers at Channel 10. But thanks to their great effort, this is what you get.
Hi, welcome back to Capital Times. It's been a while. Hello. Did you miss me? I missed you. Well, we have quite a crew here today. We have a most exciting show to bring back to you. I mean, Capital Times, it's been a while, right? Okay. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to Margaret Stacey, who I'm sure most of you know, but what the heck, let's introduce her again. Margaret Stacey, who is the manager of the Capitol Theatre here in Nelson. Hello, Margaret.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Intro.
Well, this is it. We have several young people here, in case you haven't noticed, and what's happening this summer at the Capitol Theatre is something quite unique. It's a premiere show. And what's happening is we're having a children's theater school this summer. So, Margaret, take it away.
Well, first introductions. On my left here.
Oh, well,
let me do this.
We're going to talk to them? Okay, fine.
This is Marcus Jamin to my left, this young gentleman. This is Robyn Lamb, and this is Sarah Holt.
And they are students that will be attending the school. We picked 3 out of the 20-odd students that are going to be participating, and these are 3 of the brightest, right? Oh, they're all bright. Okay, Margaret, why don't you tell us a little bit about the theatre school before we have a word with the young people, and we'll find out what's happening.
This is something I've always wanted to do, and this is the summer I get to start doing it. We found a director to start with. It was his idea. Shall I show you a picture of the director?
Yes,
Can I
please
do that?
do.
Okay. There we go. I've got a
This
picture.
camera's going to take.
This is Tom Dury, and he's a friend of mine. He's also director of the Hornby Island Festival, and he, last year, feeling that this classical festival was a little stodgy, mounted a play called How to Eat Like a Child and Other Lessons in Not Being a Grown-Up. And it was the hit of the Hornby Island Festival. And he said, if you'd ever like me to come up there and do something in Nelson with the kids of Nelson, please call. So I did this summer. And he's on his way up this next Sunday, and he starts Monday with these children and 17 more to bring you this wonderful musical production and also do some theatre instruction. So it's really a summer theatre school for 2 weeks. And so we'll produce the show at the end of it, but it's really the showcase of what they've learned about theatre.
Can you tell us a bit about the show itself? Because those of us that have had a chance to have a peek at it, it's a hoot.
Well, Marcus, you've heard a bit about this show. What do you know? What's your favorite part that you've heard about so far?
Well, I think, I don't know.
What was the funniest part that you did? Because we had the kids here for auditions, and they worked over a couple of scenes of the show, and they really had it going already, so I can see where the whole thing will get quite electric by the end of it. Needs some musical work, though. Well, let me see.
You guys might have some ideas.
Hey, now I do.
Oh, yeah,
Marcus
now you
does
do.
now. Go.
The car scene.
The car scene, tell me about it.
Oh. Well, with everybody fighting in the car, trying to get your mom, trying to park the car so you don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah. You know how we all hate sitting in the back seat of the car and going interminable miles on the prairies? Well, this is any number of ways the children get the parents to stop for any number of purposes that the kids have. There's another song about a young fellow or girl, as the case may be. They're practicing their musical instrument, and they hate it, and they don't want to do this anymore, and they'd really rather be playing an electric guitar. Okay? And the best line in that song is, an instrument is only an instrument if you can plug it in. It's musical stuff. There's how to keep from going to bed at night, how to get a dog if you want it. It's all
Did
lessons.
you have anything that you remember that kind of stuck in your mind?
The part about I had to keep on repeating, open the refrigerator.
Oh yes, yes.
When your
yes.
mom says, please, I need thinking time, I need space, please go and play. And then you say, how will I get her attention back? So the whole scene is all kinds of ploys that children use and adults recognize. This show is not just for kids to watch, it's for adults and families to watch. And it's all done in a musical way. And all the kids, I think, keep their own names in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Individuals. Sarah, can you think of anything that kind of struck you that you remember?
I kind of liked when we were singing in the car.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Oh, that's right. All the kids, you know what you do to the kid who sings in the corner of the car and you all turn around and, except that's not in the play, we just invented that for audition. Got it mixed up.
Isn't?
No, you can invent that for another.
Oh, I'm sure Marcus will slide it in there somewhere anyway, won't you? That's great. I'd like to know what other kinds of children we've got participating in this. We can see the kids that are sitting right here, and we're going to be talking to more, trust me. But can you tell us some of the other individuals that will be participating?
Well, first of all, this play doesn't require either boys or girls. It's what you call androgynous. I think girls and boys can play most of the parts. And we also want different shapes and sizes on the stage. It would be awful if all of them were sort of little girls lined up that all did the same thing and they were perfect students and all that sort of thing. We wanted kids who were
boring, right?
We wanted kids who were free, who were we didn't want tractable, docile little children. Mind you, that may cause problems when we get there. We wanted some kids who would experiment and go with the flow, yet have enough concentration to be able to survive the day, which is about a 5-hour day for 2 weeks. So in that.
So what are they going to be doing during the time that they're there? It's a 2-week duration, right?
Oh,
So what are these kids going to be doing other than just having a whale of a good time?
well, I think the first thing they do in the mornings is warm-ups with Evie Claire, and who is the choreographer, and she'll be taking them to build company a feeling. She'll be taking them through the usual warm-ups that dancers and actors do. And that should take, close to an hour, because that's the most important thing. Teamwork is what we want to accomplish with these children by the end of it.
How many performers do we have?
We have somewhere between 18 and 20.
Holy smokes.
But it's been done with 15, so we're pushing it with 18. And we may have a couple of hangers on children that are little siblings. The next thing they may do is start working music with the pianist. We have a young pianist named Karen Agnew, who is quite well known in Nelson for her virtuoso piano work, and
She'll be accompanying and throughout all the rehearsals and the performance. Yes.
Yeah. And we have a staff member, Caitlin Wilson, who is going to be the stage manager. She works at the Capitol until the end of
Oh, she's really fun. You guys are going to love her.
end of August. She's our at the moment she's on a challenge grant, so we have her in the office. And Karen here, who is the Capitol.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to be
she's
doing
in
something.
She is. She may not have told you this. She is an actor.
I'm far too modest.
And she will be helping Tom in directing the children in different groups, because some of the children can't read. That doesn't matter. Some of them are actually older than you may think and can't read, but we've discovered that kids who can't read have often compensated in lots of dramatic ways for what they can't read, and that's not a problem in this kind of a course.
Oh, it's going to be a hoot. I want to be in the play. Never mind you guys. I think it's a hoot. It's going to be a lot of fun for the audience then, isn't it?
I forgot to tell you what we do when we get bored.
What?
Oh, we go to Gyro Park and throw ourselves in the pool.
Oh.
The directors asked, please, if you could do that if things get rough, with the kids. And
That
it gets
sounds like
hot,
fun,
We're
no?
going to Gyro, or we're going
always
somewhere
go there.
for an outing.
So we should make an agreement, you guys. If we're really bored and we want to get out and it's really hot, we'll look at each other and make a face, and then we can go and jump in the pool, okay? Got it? Deal?
Go to Spokane.
Oh, that would be a little bit of a drive, wouldn't it?
Hot drive. I'd probably rather go up to Gyro.
Are we encouraging not only parents to come to the productions, the actual show on the 30th and the 31st, but I mean, this is not a show for children in particular, is it?
It's especially for adults.
Right.
I know that our whole family enjoyed it, adults and kids, just reading the play. And everybody found things they could add to the play. And every adult's been through it if they've had a child. And every child's job is to do the things in the play.
What was one of the lines? How to torture your sister? Something like that? You guys?
Yeah.
How to gross your sister out.
Yeah, that's how to gross your sister out. And you go, want a sandwich. When she's in the car, she's car sick.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Good memory. Good
Think
memory.
of the grossest sandwich you can think of and ask her.
Yeah.
Butter and relish.
It was peanut butter and cucumber, I think.
No, peanut butter, relish, and mustard.
Oh, that would be really gross, I think. Now, let me ask you guys. First of all, I want to know how old you are, because there's all different kinds of ages in this, right? And maybe Sarah, let's hear from you first. How old are you, hun?
8 years old.
8. And Robyn, how old are you?
10.
And Marcus?
9.
9. Oh, we got 8, 9, 10. Gee, that worked out well, didn't it?
There are several, 2 or 3 12-year-olds in it.
Yes.
And some 8-year, all ages.
That's wonderful. And maybe you can tell me individually, now, when you decided that you wanted to do something like this, you had to fill in a questionnaire on your own, right? And put down your own words and your own writing. Can you tell us why it was that you wanted to be a part of this theater group? Can you tell me, Sarah?
Well, I always wanted to act out something on the stage.
Yes? Have you done it before at school or anything?
Sometimes we sing at school on the stage.
Yes. So you think that would be the most fun, do you? Being on stage in front of huge audiences and you won't be scared? No way. What about you, Robyn? What made you decide to want to do this?
I want to be an actress when I grow up.
Yes?
And I like singing and stuff. And my class in grade 2, we did the play Peter Pan.
And were you involved in that?
Yeah, I was Peter Pan.
Oh, cool, cool.
Robyn has a beautiful voice.
Yes, now I heard rumor that boy, you can really sing. Will you be doing some singing in this play, do you think?
Probably, I guess.
Yep, looks like you will be. That sounds wonderful. So what did you think about the auditions? Did you have a good time when you were being auditioned?
Yeah.
You look like you were having a good time.
Because I've never really had a real audition before. I didn't know what it would be like.
Yes. So what did you think after it was over?
It was fun.
Yes. I saw you bouncing over to the car and saying, "What do you think, Mom? What do you think?" Yes. So you were happy when you got that good phone call then. That's great. And Marcus, what about you, pal? What made you decide?
Well, it's not because I've never been in a show. I've been in lots of plays and all that.
Yes.
I think I would be bored all summer, so there was an opportunity, so I did it.
That's a great answer. So if you hadn't been involved in this, chances are you would have been doing what in August?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, well, like lying down, doing nothing.
Doing heavy sighs all over the place?
Yeah.
Marcus, what did you think of the audition? Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I don't know.
You were doing lots of racing around up there on that stage.
Sliding and falling, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, slime falling, because that was one of the ones.
Marcus does the best slides you've ever seen. Yeah. No
So-
knee pads or anything.
What do you guys think of the play now? You had a chance to have a little peek at it when you came to the audition, and it seemed to me a lot of you had the same kind of faces when you were reading it. Like, what did you think about it, Sarah?
Oh, I liked it because I never really been acting on TV.
But when you were reading the play, did you think it was funny? Do you think it's going to be a good giggle to do this play? Yeah. What about you, Robyn?
Yeah, it was very funny.
You guys were hard. It was hard for you to get your words out, almost, wasn't it? You were laughing so hard through most of it.
I had to
But
do
I
all
noticed. Sorry.
I had to do all the repeating lines.
That's right. You had it down just like that, didn't you? I noticed a lot of you did. You caught the script, and after you said it maybe once or twice, it was like bunk. It was right there in your heads. Do you think you're going to have any problem remembering your lines?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Well, actually, I took the script away from
That's
the kids.
right.
If you remember, they had twice to look at it. Took the script away. And they had
It was
down.
there?
It was
Bunk.
there.
Not me.
And that was in Illinois.
Yeah, that was the.
Yeah. And I found out what kind of memories they had.
Some pretty good memories happening there. What about your parents? How are they feeling about you guys doing this? What are your parents thinking about this?
I don't know.
You've not asked them?
No.
No? And were they encouraging you to participate in this?
No, I just came home from school and my mom says, well, if you want to, you can. She didn't make me or anything.
I was going to say, I wonder if anybody's parents said, yes, you are going to do this.
We don't take kids whose parents make them do this.
No. So you chose to, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You, I think I heard you begging to come and do this, right?
Oh.
I'm teasing you. You were? So what do you think? Do you think you're going to make some new friends doing this?
I have no idea.
You have no idea at all?
Probably.
I'd say chances are you're going to make quite a few. What about you?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Seemed to be some pretty nice kids at the auditions, didn't you think?
The children come from all over the area. We have some from the valley, several from in different schools too. Like Sarah here is from Collinson School, and your school is
South Nelson.
South Nelson, and you're Central. I have
Oh, boy.
Waldorf school kids, and some from Winlaw, some who don't go to school actually and are home educated. So
Oh, that's right too. That's going to be a very interesting time. So we're really looking forward to seeing this play. How about you guys? Are you getting all excited about starting next week? Yes? Don't give me that face. I know you. You're usually just bouncing with excitement. He's just teasing, right, guys? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, is there, let's perhaps let the audience know when the show is going to be available for the public to see and how they can get tickets, how much, that kind of stuff.
well, in spite of the fact that we haven't started the show, the tickets are already available for sale.
Great.
And at the Capitol Theatre. The show is on the 30th and 31st evenings, which is Friday and Saturday night, at 7:30. We're starting a little earlier. And
Ticket prices.
What are the tickets? Oh, $5.50 a person.
Oh gosh, that's extremely reasonable. So come on down and support the first. This is the premier summer theater school for children at the Capitol Theatre. Well, I'd like to thank you all very much for being on the show. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Robyn. I hope you have a really good time. Marcus, shake my hand or I'll slap you. Kidding. I hope you have a really good time this summer. I know you're going to enjoy yourselves, and you'll be meeting Tom Dury on Sunday for the first time, and then from there you're just going to have a hoot. So thanks very much again, and Margaret's going to come back with us after this break and tell us about the season series that's coming up at the Capitol Theatre. So hang in there with us, and we'll be right back after this. We are back, and with me in the studio now is Margaret Stacey, who was here before, but she's back again, so you can sort of follow that. Margaret's going to tell us about this series, season series that's happening at the Capitol Theatre, and this is for series 91 and 92 of this year. But first, before we talk to her about that, I'd like to tell you about a very special show that's happening at the Capitol. It's an individually sponsored show by the Capitol Theatre, and it's called
The Phantom Concert.
Wonderful concert.
And it's, I don't know if you can see it on the wall back there.
I should be able to.
You should be able to catch it. People ask me, is this some kind of a hoax? No, it's not. A very accomplished pianist named Eckhart Sieber from Victoria and a group of performers who are all extremely accomplished have a company called Confuoco Productions, and they have the rights to perform the Phantom music throughout BC, also pieces of Les Miserables, and also music by Eckhart Sieber. And they're taking this concert on a massive tour throughout BC, and we're on the road. We're on the show. Many people can't afford to go to the Phantom. I can't. I know tickets are what, $85 or something like that. At least we can share it a bit with the people who can't afford to do that.
So the show that they're bringing to us, it's not just a few people standing there going, "Ah."
No,
we have a light show involved, and
there's quite a bit of staging in it, and
some of the
there's a
best songs, right?
there, and a fine pianist, and these soloists, these vocalists are excellent. We've heard the tapes of these people, and we have a high recommendation. It's been sold out in Victoria.
Great.
And when it played at the Royal Theatre there.
The quality of the singers should be perhaps just as good as the ones that are in the roadshow.
I don't think we'll get near Sarah Brightman. Somehow that's hard to do. However, the lady sounds lovely, and we've heard the tapes, and the men certainly sound wonderful as well.
Okay.
So
when is that happening?
That's, would you believe, Friday the 13th of September.
Ooh.
And the tickets are now on sale at the Capitol Theatre office.
Great.
So.
Okay, so that's September the 13th, Friday the 13th, and tickets prices are for that show
$12.50.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to see pretty much the great quality involved in the Phantom of the Opera.
There'll be costumes and some set work. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the season series. Capitol Theatre is famous for their season series, and we've offered it now to the people who had the series last year, and it's going to go on sale to the general public very soon. Correct?
It actually is on sale, except we haven't done. This is the beginning of the promotional campaign for it.
Okay.
Our season series annually has been quite interesting. We like to keep it varied, and our subscribers seem to like heavy on the theatre, heaviest if possible on musical theatre, a bit of dance, a bit of music, and they're very sophisticated. We have to keep one step ahead of these people. So we have
Up first.
found a really fun, we've got some firsts this year, and if you take a look, this unusual character with what he calls a Brillo hairdo is Lauren Elliott, and he's from Hudson, Quebec. He does a comedy show, the Lauren Elliott Comedy Show, and we have never done a comedy show here in Nelson, and he's a first. I enjoyed him, and I can't stand stand-up comedy. I could listen to this guy for 2 hours. He's a storyteller. The second show, this is early in October, he's the first one. The second show is also a first for our series. We're having a dance company, the Alberta Ballet.
Oh, wait, here's the Alberta Ballet.
Okay, that's right.
Just
Alberta Ballet. Well, that's just a dancer, but they have an unusual program, which is why I chose that. There are tons of dance companies out there, but they were doing a piece called the Carmina Burana, and its largest piece is taken from poems found in a monastery, secular poems found in a monastery in Bavaria in the 13th century. And so it has a very medieval look to it, and it's lively and robust, and the music is wonderful, says Anne MacDonald, who knows about music. She's on my board of directors, and we select that way.
Plus, now, is this not a special show for the Capitol? This is going to be the...
It is. It's a BC premiere for this Carmina Burana piece. And the second piece they're going to perform is Bolero, which is a classic, and they always that always brings audiences right to their feet. There are two other pieces which are little unusual experiments, and they have a fantastic choreographer.
Sounds good.
So they'll be in town for 2 days around Thanksgiving.
They're going to be doing a little workshop in town while they're here, aren't they?
Yeah, we're setting that up with the dance teachers now.
That sounds really great. They couldn't learn from better, yes.
Well, those two take place in October, and then the third one is in January, so we give you a break. But this will be an Irishman named Gerard Plunkett doing the
Oscar Wilde.
Oscar Wilde.
That's okay, there's 5 of them.
Oscar Wilde in earnest on January the 11th, and I've seen him do this one-man show rendition of the life and works of Oscar Wilde. And it's not just the importance of being earnest, but things like Oscar Wilde's letters in prison. So
we're getting not only his more well-known, but also his lesser-known works too.
Comedy as well as poignant drama. Okay.
Great.
The fourth show is, let me see, there might be a bizarre piece from this. Let's see if it's just a shot of one of the dancers. But it comes from a show called Sincerely a Friend. This show is traveling all the way from Stephenville, in the Maritimes. It's in the Stephenville Festival. It's on a great big Canadian tour right now. It is billed as the Jacques Brel of the 90s, and it's based on the works of Leonard Cohen. Half a dozen musicians, half a dozen vocal performers, and it's quite a cast. Some staging, and it's guaranteed to be a blockbuster. I don't know if it's going to be too shocking for Nelson, but we'll try.
It's definitely going to be a little different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey,
you know,
live and learn.
We want to keep up, eh?
You bet.
And the last show, and you may have been at Music 91 and seen just before Bob Hope, you've seen the Colormen. We actually had scheduled these fellas to come here and do a full show. They are excellent audience grabbers. They don't let you sit and be. They don't like to be background noise at all. These fellas, they go out and get you, and they have everybody tapping their feet by the end.
Now
of the
they
show.
used to be called the Melloites,
That's
right?
That's right.
And I remember seeing them a few years ago, and they don't let you. You're absolutely right. They don't just let you sit in the audience. They come down, and I mean, you're a part of it, aren't you? When you leave, you are humming and.
We better
singing
not
their
scare
tunes.
them here, Karen.
Oh no, but it's
You're
a
not
wonderful.
going to be accosted in your seat.
No. I mean, they
Yeah.
they come at you from the stage, but they're very personable, very humorous, very humorous guys.
So that's the lineup for the series. They're on sale now, and the price is the same as last year, $55. We wanted to keep it the same.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
I've got a couple of other programs we're doing this year, as long as we're at it.
Let's be at it. Tell, yes.
The Christmas pantomime this year, we have selected the show, but we have already got people asking if they would if they could be part of the production. Okay, and then in February.
Wait, what's the Christmas pantomime going to be?
We don't know. I do know, but I can't say. The final selection is coming this week.
Don't spill any secrets,
So
Karen.
it's another one like Sing a Song of Sixpence, but a variation of the scene.
Great. How many people are they going to need for that?
About 60.
All right, so
about
everybody
60.
comes out and auditions for that.
And then in February, we're bringing the Royal Canadian Air Fires.
Right on. Now that's
To
going
do
to be
a
a
show
pretty
here
neat
in
show.
Nelson.
And when they tape their shows, they actually broadcast them at a later date, right? So when they're here playing at the Capitol Theatre, this is going to be on CBC later on. So all the audience response and everything that's taped right
we
here.
can make a lot of noise here.
That's our
Send it around the
hometown
county.
stuff. That sounds great. And now, how did Air Force manage to pick this venue? Do you know what made them look at Nelson and say, "Yeah, let's go there"?
I think they wanted to go skiing.
Oh, they knew.
February in Nelson, what else?
They knew we had whitewater near here, so they're coming, huh? Oh, that sounds great.
Anyway, there are other shows too that are actually in the works that we're going to be discussing next week at our board meeting, but because we collectively program, we don't.
Great.
I don't pick them all. I'm just the scout, and we.
But it
our
sounds
board
like a really
selects.
exciting season. I mean, you've got a very varied layout of shows there. It's not all theater, it's not all dance, it's not all song. It's a really good mixture.
Like to have a mix.
That's great. So if people would like to get some further information or
Just phone the
credit
theater.
call orders, whatever, give us the theater number, dollar.
352-6363.
And you can get through to anybody in the office. Or we always like to invite people, come on down and visit us at the Capitol Theatre. We're fun people. We are. Aren't we, Margaret?
Yes.
Or if you haven't seen the theatre in a while, come down and have a look at it. It's looking just as good as ever. And again, we invite you just to stop in if you're downtown or you're walking by. Come on in and say hello, okay? Margaret, thank you very much for coming on the show today. That was just marvelous. And I guess we'll be back in about 2 weeks to tell you more wonderful and delightful things. Thanks for joining us. And we'll be back at you real soon. Thanks.